President Trump has always made it clear he absolutely hates the Iran nuclear deal.
The fact is, this was a horrible, one-sided deal that should have never, ever been made.
And when he pulled out of it 3 months ago, he said Iran would suffer.
We will be instituting the highest level of economic sanction. Any nation that helps Iran in its quest for nuclear weapons could also be strongly sanctioned by the United States.
Iran will no longer be able to buy American dollars. It won't be able to trade in gold. Aluminium and steel are also on the list, as is the country's currency, the rial. In 3 months' time, there'll be more sanctions on Iran's oil industry, shipping and insurance, and the central bank.
Iranians are very frustrated and angry. There are protests morphing around the country. This has been ongoing since December and January. And the government has very limited tools to really protect itself from the domestic instability. Of course, they can always crack down, but they're in trouble, and this is going to be a tough period for them.
This is precisely what Mr. Trump wants. He says the nuclear deal did nothing to curb Iran's behavior around the Middle East. Its support for militant groups in Lebanon and Gaza, its involvement in the wars in Syria and Yemen. The nuclear deal's other partners, the Europeans, Russia and China, are desperate to keep the deal alive. They still think it's the best way to stop Iran from developing nuclear weapons. But what can they do?
There is very little that the Europeans can do to save the JCPOA. So the governments are standing together in solidarity, but what they are not able to do is compel international companies to maintain their presence and visibility in Iran. So many European and international companies are withdrawing from Iran to protect themselves from US sanctions.
Mr. Trump thinks Iran will ultimately come back to the negotiating table.
And I have a feeling they'll be talking to us pretty soon.
But so far all we've had is a lot of heated rhetoric on both sides. If Donald Trump is trying to change Iranian behavior, it's not happening yet.